Hey guys, it's Derry here from the Rainbow Witch's Colorful Cottage. Or should I say the Rainbow Witch's Frozen Cottage. Um, yeah, we ran out of heating oil 3 days ago. Luckily we have space heaters, so we're okay. But we woke up to 2 inches of snow this morning. And our house is currently at 47 degrees right now inside. And it's 32 degrees outside. So yeah, we've kind of quarantined ourselves into the living room and mom and dad's bedroom, and then I have a space heater here in my little witchy nook. So currently right now it's about 61 in here. Not that great, but I'm trying. Okay. We are here today to do a VR to Trish over at the Witch of the Dismal Swamp and her quarantine tag. And it is 22 questions. The last two, it's 20 questions with 2 bonus questions. So, sorry, I just got over a massive, choking attack. My coffee went down the wrong way. So yeah, my nose is running. And so, no, I don't have COVID. I'm okay. I'm not going to die. Anyway, here we go. Question number 1. What board game have you played lately during quarantine, if any? We are huge board game fans. We do things like Scattergories, Clue. We are massive Monopoly fans. We have 8 different versions of Monopoly, so that's been kind of our go-to. We have regular Monopoly, Garfield Monopoly, Scooby-Doo Monopoly, Doctor Who Monopoly. We have a whole bunch of different types of Monopoly. It's a lot of fun. So those have been our go-tos. We also have a game that my son's tutor sent him, which is for 4th graders, but it's called Mathological Liar, which has actually been kind of fun. He doesn't want to, he acts like he hates it, but when we start playing, he actually really likes it. And it takes math skills and reading skills to solve a mystery. There's 4 cards, and yeah, so it's been a lot of fun to play that. Question number 2 is, do I have a garden, and if so, how big? No, I do not have a garden, because where I live in this house that we've rented and all this land that we have, we're not allowed to have a garden, because my landlord doesn't want to keep it up when we leave. So, we've tried pot gardens and bucket gardens and things like that. We recycled an old cooler a couple of years ago, and used that. I'm hoping to get some raised beds and put them out front, under the 2 windows, to just liven up the front a little bit, because our front is looking really dismal, and because we don't use our front door. It's honestly, it's weird. It's decoration only. Our main door is our kitchen door. But yeah, so no, we don't have a garden. Do I have a fairy garden? No, I do not have a fairy garden, but I do have a fairy house that I created a couple of years ago. And it does light up on the inside, but the batteries are dead and we don't have any new batteries, so sorry about that. Do I have an altar outside? No, I do not. Usually if I do ritual outside, it's usually just me and nature and a candle. I would like to have an altar outside, but we get so much weather and so much that I'm I don't know, but maybe I can convince hubby to get me one outside, because I have 7 in the house right now. Yeah, I'm kind of an altar junkie. My favorite place to buy witchy goodies. We have a store down in town here that I feel really bad. She just opened up about 6 weeks before the quarantine, and the store is called Reiki Roots. She's brand new. She doesn't have a lot of stuff yet, but I do a lot of, from our meccas, Dollar Tree, Walmart. I do a lot. That's where most of my stuff come from. I do a lot of Amazon. We have a store down in my hometown where my daughter lives called the Indigo Boutique and Botanica, which is, when I'm down there, I will go shopping there. Or if I'm in my college town, which is Edinburgh, which is an hour and a half away from here, they have my favorite store, which is Earthshine, which is a hippie shop. Erie, Pennsylvania's got a couple of really cool metaphysical stores, so we whenever we can get up there, I will go. Hopefully this summer I'll get up there. Sorry about that. I lost my okay, here we go. Question number 6. The last witchy item I bought was candles. Candles and cigar boxes for my things that I sell. Because y'all know I go to Dollar Tree and I get the 7-day white candles and I make my own candles. I said that in my giveaway thing, which is still going on. 200 subscribers and everybody will get us, and the winner will get a set of custom designed altar candles and some other goodies. Question number 7 is, do I have any pets, and if so, how many and what are they? I have a little black cat. She's 7 years old. She's really tiny. She was the brunt of the litter. She wears a little red bell and a pentacle, silver pentacle, and her name is Hermione. Play on words. Question number 8 is, do you have a favorite divination tool, and what is it? My favorite divination tool is obviously tarot and oracle. I have I have 4 or 5 pendulums. I have programmed them. I just do not connect with pendulums, and I wish I did, because I have some gorgeous ones, and I really wish I did connect. I have tried for about 3 years now to connect, and they just don't work for me. Another way that I really love to, and it's not even a divination thing, but another way that I love to manifest and divine, for me at least, is fire scrying. But I also do a lot of crystal grids. And yes, I make these as well. But there's my crystal grid. It's all glittered up, and yes, but I do make these. That's what I needed the cigar boxes for. And question number 9 is, do I have any children? And if so, how do you keep them occupied during quarantine? Don't ask. TJ's lucky he's alive. Ha ha ha. I have 4 children. 3 of them are out of the house. Laura is 23, and she has a 6-month-old daughter who is my first grandchild. Jake is, and she's down in my hometown of Meadville. So I do get to see her, not since this has all happened, but I would see her at least once or twice a week. Jake is in North Carolina with his wife Vicky, and they have a baby on the way. They're due in October. I have a 17-year-old son, Ethan, who lives in North Carolina with his dad. And it really sucks because I was supposed to have him this week, but because of all this crap, I can't go get him. So we won't get him till June for, hopefully, which really sucks. And then we have TJ, who is 9 years old, who is, extremely hyperactive. He does have ADHD, so he needs the constant 24-hour stimulation, 7 days a week, and it's very difficult because he is pretty much an only child. He can't play with his friends. It's literally just he and I, because his dad is off at work every day, and so it's really been stressful right now. Hold on. No, not right now. In a little while.
Okay.
So it's been a little, yes, school has helped, online schooling has helped, but not much. So him having to entertain himself has been extremely stressful. Question number 10 is what type of family time do you have since the quarantine? We do a lot of, because I am a Christian, which we do Sunday service. We watch our pastor online. We do church online. We do movie nights. We do board game nights. We do, silly things like, when we do pancake night or something like that, TJ and Daddy will, create the pancakes, and it gets really crazy. They made funnel cakes the other night. And, we get the crazy colors out and we do the shapes and, so cooking has been kind of fun for us sometimes. I wish we could walk. We live on a highway, kind of. It's an extremely busy road, lots of semis, so we can't really go walking. We do a lot of yard work. I really wanted it to be warm this weekend so we could maybe do a bonfire, but with 2 inches of snow on the ground, I don't see that happening. So yeah. Question number 11 is, what is your favorite show on TV or favorite movie? We are huge movie fans. We have over 700 movies at the house. We have Netflix. We have Pluto TV. We have Prime. I'm very much into the British shows. I wish we had BritBox, because I love things like Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries and oh, sorry about that. Things like just British shows and British comedies and Are You Being Served and things like that. We love, Steve and I love stuff like that. But we'll do things like Disney nights and things like that. One of our favorite movies is Steve's and my favorite movie is Funny Face with Audrey Hepburn and Fred Astaire. One of our family favorite movies is things like Jumanji and silly things like Percy Jackson, and those are really good, and what's another one that we really like? Oh, I can't remember. Like any of the Marvel movies. That's kind of what Steve's obsession is right now. He found on Disney Plus, he found Agent Carter, which is a spinoff of Captain America, and so he and TJ are into that right now. I'm just like, okay, yeah, whatever. I'll be in the room, but I'll be reading a book or listening to music or on my computer when they're watching stuff like that. It's because no. Question number 12 is, how are you doing with the quarantine? Of late, this past week and a half, I've been at a solid Purple Heart, which is I'm not having a good week. Was it Monday? It was Monday or Tuesday night. I had my first real panic attack, and it was not fun. I spent 2 days in bed after that, because my panic attacks are not hyperventilating. They're not like that. It's my body shutting down. It's my body hitting me with every kind of pain it could hit me with. I literally felt for 3 days like I got hit by a Mack truck. I mean, I laid in bed for 3 days. I was in agony for 3 days, and I haven't been dealing well. I'm hoping, and what it was I literally had to step away from social media. I had to, yes, I get in on Facebook and Instagram in the morning, and I will check my feed, and, I'll check my groups, and I'll post in my groups, but then I have to, for my own sanity, I have to get off. Because it's not been pleasant. I mean, I was dealing with it okay, and then it just, it just was not pretty. So it's literally, I'm doing this right now. So yeah, this past week has not been good. I'm hoping I'm now on an upswing. Question number 13 is, do you have a silly thing you do at home that's secret, acting silly If so, what is it? It's not even, we do dance parties. You know, we'll have dance parties, you know, but it's fun because my son will dress up. He loves to dress up. He'll go, like the other day, he went in his toy box and he got his sister's bridesmaid's dress and he put it on, and he put on my heels, and and his pirate hat. He was dancing around, and you know, we were just rolling. You know, I mean, it's just he's just, that's kind of our thing, is we'll do dance parties. Question number 14 is, what have you done since quarantine that you could not get prior to this quarantine? I guess it's just family time and learning. Patience is my thing. I don't have it. It's what I lack. I don't have it. And quarantine is forcing me to deal with being patient, because I have a kid that is up my butt 24 hours a day. You know, and it's not been, you know, I have to, you know, with his learning disabilities and his ADHD, he had a tutor at school. He had a tutor come to our home after school, so he had 2 different tutors, and now when we do online school, it's just me and him, and that's not been pleasant. It has been another roller coaster. So I am just kind of trying to take it as it comes, and really trying to stay grounded in an attitude of gratitude. You know, I mean, I decided, sorry, like my witchy mugs has got a fly, it's got all the flying monkeys on it. I decided that I would do a letter writing campaign, so that's starting to pay off. I wrote Trish a letter. I've sent out, I think, 75 cards last week. I've gotten 2 letters back so far, so I'm hoping for more. My son got a letter the other day. My son got a letter from his tutor the other day, and it was a really sweet card. And then to get him going, she stuck a math problem in it, which his dad and I just cracked up over. And he's like, "No, I don't want it," you know. So, but that was just brilliant. We just thought that was hysterical. How am I spending my days? 15 is, how am I spending my days in quarantine? I'm doing a lot of reading. I'm doing a lot of letter writing. I'm doing a lot of coloring, because as y'all know, as you can see, I love to color pages. You know, I'm trying to help TJ with schoolwork. Still doing the regular old house witch stuff. You know, the cooking and the cleaning and the laundry and the, you know. But in order for me to stay grounded, I have to come in here. I have to come into my witchy space and just find something for me. You know. And it could be creating with my herbs. It could be painting. It could be, you know, whatever. So, sorry about my cough. I've got something stuck in my throat. No, I don't have COVID. 16, what is the weather like today? Well, today is Good Friday, and we have 2 inches of snow on the ground. Yes, it's our onion snow, but yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy today. It's freaking April, and it's snowing. So no, I'm not happy. Question 17 is, do I have a favorite place to go in nature? If I do, describe the location. I do. I have 2. I have one at our local park, which is on lockdown, so I can't get there. We have a huge backyard, you know, so if I need to get in nature, I can get there, and you know, but it's not one of my favorites. And then my other favorite is my in-laws. Out in Everett, PA, they have a 175-acre farm, and it's not even a farm. But their front yard, they have, that the kids created back behind the house, they have what they call a secret garden that mom and the kids all created. And it's it's a wonderful little secret garden. It has a little playhouse, which the kids can't play in anymore because it's got bees nests and all that stuff in it. But yeah, that's wonderful. And then their front yard, which is my sacred space, has a koi pond. And so that's, you will, if I'm not with my family, that's usually where you're going to find me, is either in the secret garden or at the koi pond, or up at the bonfire, or, so. But those are my two sacred spaces. Question number 18 is, what is my favorite flower? My favorite flower is a sunflower. And sunflowers and irises are some of my favorites. What is my favorite tree? I don't really have a favorite tree. I like, I don't, I don't pay attention to, like, the types of trees. Sometimes I just like a good old-fashioned climbing tree. Doesn't matter what kind of tree it is. We have an applewood tree that I got my wand out of when we first moved here 10 years ago, that, I got my wand, but I don't really pay attention to trees, so I don't have a favorite tree. I mean, if it looks like a good old-fashioned climbing tree, I'm on it. Because when I was growing up, that's where you could find me, is usually in a tree with my Walkman and a book. That was like my favorite way to spend time outside. Question number 20 is, what is my favorite crystal? My favorite crystal. Here we go. Let me find her. She back here? She is. She's right here. This is my baby right here. This is my baby. This is a giant labradorite. Oh, she's not going to flash. There she goes. Look at that baby flash. And I have a ton of labradorite. I have a ton of lab here in this witchy room with me. But that is my favorite piece of lab. Wow! Scare me. Labradorite, moonstone, rainbow titanium aura quartz are my top three. Anything that has a rainbow flash, like the aura quartzes, fluorite, rainbow moonstone, labradorite, anything that has that rainbow flash to it, I'm all about it. And the last two bonus questions are, what is my favorite brand of toilet paper? I don't know. As long as it's not one ply, I'm okay. The funny thing is that my husband, we have not bought toilet paper in probably about 5 years, because my husband's job supplies it for his work, and they buy them, they order like 5 or 6 cases of toilet paper for 2 people. They don't need that much. They'll leave a case there, and then the other two, like my husband and his boss, will split the other case between the two of them and bring it home. So we're good on toilet paper right now. We're good on paper products. We're okay. And question number 22 is, am I still working during quarantine? I am a stay-at-home mom, so yes, I'm always working. My husband is working, sadly. He is considered an essential worker because he works for AT&T. He works for his company, which is called Prime Communications, is the #1 affiliate of AT&T. So yes, he goes off to work every day. But honestly, they don't have customers. Their doors are locked at all times. They have one customer in the store at a time. They are not allowed to touch the customers' phones. Which I just think is like, I'm like, okay, you don't have customers. You can't touch the customers' phones. You don't have phones to sell. You don't have accessories to sell. Why are you even open? Anyway, but in that same respect, he may not see a single customer all day, and he's at work for 8 hours a day. He still walks out of there with a paycheck every night. I'm not arguing. I can't, so we're blessed that he's still working. We're blessed that he is still able to help to provide for us, which is a blessing. But I wanted to say thank you, Trish, Witch of the Dismal Swamp. I will put these questions in the description. I hope you do this, and definitely go check out Trish. This was a very fun tag. I love Trish. I love her recipes. She's just a great, but this was a really fun tag. So everybody, please have a great day, and I love you all, and keep on keeping on, guys. Keep on keeping on. Bye, guys.